The hair-raising encounter. It was a night like any other, or so I thought. The sky was a dark canvas, dotted with stars that seemed to be the only witnesses to the eerie silence that had settled over the small town. I had always been skeptical of ghost stories and supernatural tales, but that night would change everything. I was driving home late from a friend's house. The road familiar, yet somehow unsettling in the darkness. The trees lining the road seemed to lean in, their branches swaying ominously as if they were trying to reach out and grab my car. I shook off the feeling and focused on the road ahead, but then I saw it, a figure standing in the middle of the road. My heart skipped a beat. I slammed on the brakes, but it was too late. The figure was gone, vanished into thin air just as my car passed by. I sat there, frozen, my mind racing. Had I really seen someone? I got out of the car to investigate, my flashlight cutting through the darkness. There was no sign of anyone, no footprints, no indication that anyone had been there. I felt a chill run down my spine, and I quickly got back into my car, eager to get home. As I continued driving, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I glanced in my rearview mirror and saw a pair of glowing eyes staring back at me. I blinked, and they were gone. I told myself it was just my imagination, but the unease only grew. I sped up, desperate to reach the safety of my home. When I finally arrived, I rushed inside and locked the door behind me. I turned on all the lights, hoping to banish the shadows that seemed to be closing in. I went to the kitchen to make myself a cup of tea, trying to calm my nerves. But as I reached for a mug, I felt a cold breath on the back of my neck. I spun around, but there was no one there. I tried to tell myself it was just a draft from the open window, but I knew better. I could feel a presence in the room, something malevolent and unseen. I backed away, my heart pounding in my chest. I heard a whisper, soft and sinister, echoing in my ears. "You shouldn't have come here," it said. I ran to my bedroom and locked the door, hoping to find some refuge. But the whispers followed me, growing louder and more insistent. I could hear footsteps outside my door, slow and deliberate, as if someone or something was pacing back and forth. I buried my head under the covers, but the sound only seemed to grow louder. I don't know how long I lay there, trembling and terrified. Eventually, the whispers and footsteps faded away, leaving only the oppressive silence. I dared to peek out from under the covers, my heart still racing. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep, not with the feeling of being watched still lingering in the air. The next morning, I woke up to find my house in disarray.